Heard shrieks in the distance. A strong gust of wind, a flying leap, a single misstep. That's all it would take for me to go tumbling over the edge. The searing image of Andrew's seizing body, the horrified look on Mary Beth's face, they would be wiped from my thoughts forever. There's no such thing as a clean slate. It's just something assholes say to convince their loved ones that they've changed this time around. But what if I destroy the slate altogether? Some would call me a coward. Others would rejoice. But it would be a sweet release from the anguish that buzzes through my veins like 1,000 angry bees. I endure my feeble existence, this condition worse than death. Do I deserve to be punished? Perhaps I do. But I'm so very tired. Do you hear me? I'm fucking tired. With the bloody crown of guilt weighing me down, I let out a sigh of relief and take a small step forward. Beneath the balls of my feet, something shifts under my weight. I'm jolted forward unexpectedly. With a terrified yelp, I kick up a cloud of dust, digging my heels into the ground as I drop backwards and land hard on my tailbone. One dusty boot hangs off the edge of nothing. I let out a shaky breath, listening to the sound of pebbles as they make their long journey to the bottom. Before my eyes, the canyon transforms into a gaping monster. The jagged rocks are its gnashing teeth, and the water below its intestinal juices waiting to dissolve my bones and swallow me whole. My hands fly out behind me as I scuttle backwards. It's the same kind of panic that causes a child to scream and cower beneath a blanket. When I'm far enough away that I can no longer see down the yawning mouth of the canyon, I draw in my knees and squeeze my face between them. I quench the arid ground with fat tears as I begin to sob. I cry until my throat is raw and my nose drips with snot, unable to stop, even when I hear soft footsteps and feel a comforting hand rub circles across my back. I cry until a splitting headache takes root at the back of my skull, and I can't squeeze one more tear from my bloodshot eyes. I hate myself for leaving Alder Grove, but I hate myself more for being too much of a pussy to rid the world of my miserable existence. I've never told anyone this before, but I tried to kill myself last year. Chase's voice rumbles from beside me. This was before I met Andrew and became friends with you and MB. I stole a bunch of Ma's pills and washed them down with Dad's most expensive bourbon. Lifting my head, I sniffle. What happened? He lets out a harsh laugh. Well, I forgot to take into consideration that my dad used to be a trained paramedic. My brother called him and I guess he jumped into action to save me. After he got me breathing again, his buddy rushed over with a vial of something. They hooked me up to an IV and were able to counter-effect the drugs. His face contorts as he thinks back. Man, was he pissed. Not because I tried to kill myself, nah, but because if anyone else found me, I would have been taken to the hospital. The doctors would have questioned him about all the bruises on my ribs and back. His head shakes in disgust. That's fucked up. I bit the inside of my cheek in anger. Why didn't your mom protect you from that asshole? She used to when we were kids. Would threaten to leave him and take us with her. He would always laugh and say, "Yeah, well there's the door, sweet cheeks." She would get as far as the town border before she'd start crying and turn right back around. He knew she would never leave. Ma had no family or friends. He made her burn every bridge so she would be isolated. Manipulative fucking bastard. No wonder you wanted to leave. I scoff. Jesus, our parents suck. His gaze meets mine.